Hej, siemanko, Liskie, z tej strony witam was serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z gameplayami oraz trailerami i zaczynamy od MetaHuman, czyli zapowiedzi o Unreal Engine 5, więc zobaczmy, to tutaj w prawie piszczy, tylko jeszcze muszę oczywiście odmutować całą zakładkę, no bo zapomniałem to zrobić, więc lećmy.
Hi everyone. Our guiding vision for MetaHuman has been the democratization of complex character technologies, allowing you to work faster and see the results immediately. A character is only truly believable if its motion fidelity matches its visual fidelity, but animating at this level is a hard task for even the most skilled studios. Some of our best work leveraged 4D capture.
Tak, patrząc na ten silnik i na temat ludzi, to naprawdę
While MetaHuman Creator gave you the ability to generate
zacnie.
high-quality characters, animating them still wasn't as easy. This is why I'm very excited to announce a new capability to the MetaHuman product, MetaHuman Animator. MetaHuman Animator contains the essence of our 4D pipeline, but optimized to
No, Senuła tam chyba była, nie?
It is able to use iPhone as well as stereo professional systems, and today we're going to demonstrate how it works. For this, we're going to need Mel, our technician John Cook, and just the phone. Mel, can you take your position, please?
Sure.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay, and action.
I need performance capture to work like a mirror. I need it to capture whether I'm acting scared or angry. And sometimes all I need is a look.
Cut. Thanks, Mel, that was great.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Our technician John is currently pulling Mel's performance from the phone onto his machine where everything will be processed locally. We have updated our Live Link Face mobile app to capture all data at the best resolution possible with the device. MetaHuman Animator uses video and depth data to convert this data into high fidelity performance animation, and it can even use audio to produce convincing tongue animation. John is currently scrubbing through the take to pick the section that he wants to process. John, are we all good with the data? Awesome. So from now on, it's just a single button click to kick off the processing, which for a performance of this length will take less than a minute to convert into animation. So Mel, while that is processing, let me show you something else.
Yeah. Oh, is that me?
Yeah, this is what we refer to as your MetaHuman DNA.
Cool. And this is generated by the capture we made earlier, right?
Yeah, that's right. So from only 3 frames of video and depth data, we can generate a rig that predicts all of your facial expressions in just a couple of minutes.
Wow. And do you only need to do this once for each actor?
Yes, that's right. It calibrates the solver to your face so that we can produce the performance in a way that faithfully reproduces your original performance.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. So let's check back on the processing, which today is on the latest CPU and GPU hardware from AMD. MetaHuman Animator uses a custom epic facial solver and landmark detector. We can interactively look at the animation while it's being solved and compare it to your original performance. So it looks like it's almost finished. After this, it's going to do one more pass to make the curves more stable, which is really quick. And from here on, we just need to export the animation. This takes only a few seconds. And then John needs to drop it in the level and add the audio so that we can see the result. So Mel's MetaHuman should now be ready in the level. Mel, you excited to see the results?
Yeah, can't wait to see it. I need performance capture to work like a mirror. I need it to capture whether I'm acting scared or angry. And sometimes all I need is a look.
Dang! Na fona coś takiego jest? Tylko na iOS-a?
Thank you all. So, Mel, what do you think?
I think it's incredible because it usually takes months between performance capture and getting any results back, so this is blowing my mind.
And all of this is solved directly onto animator-friendly controls. In this case, we are using a bespoke 4D rig, which we created together with Ninja Theory for Hellblade 2, but it's also ready to use on any MetaHuman or any other rig that follows our new MetaHuman standard. Let's have a look at that.
I need performance capture to work like a mirror. I needed to capture whether I'm acting scared or angry. And sometimes, all I need is a look.
So the scene take works even on stylized characters.
Damn!
Thank you all. These technologies are completely redefining our creative process.
Czyli w przyszłości aktorzy nie będą już w ogóle potrzebni, nie?
When we release MetaHuman Animator to everyone in just a couple of
Muszę tylko raz uchwycić i do widzenia, nie?
Now let's take a closer look at UEFN features and workflows.
Znowu mamy Unreal 5, dobra.
And we're going to do a demo. Thank you.
Let's start with the basics. Unreal Editor for Fortnite runs on PC and is integrated directly with Fortnite, so you have access to over 4 years of content, all for free, to get you started. What's special about UEFN is what we call Live Edit. Live Edit allows anyone on your team to join a UEFN session from any platform that runs Fortnite. That means someone can join from a console using the normal Fortnite client, and they're able to work alongside and collaborate with PC users. UEFN has access to all Fortnite creative devices, our modular gameplay systems that work in the in-game editor. This allows you to instantly add gameplay and quickly bootstrap your game from the hundreds of gameplay devices already available. The UEFN beta has many of the same features we use to create Fortnite, including the landscape editing toolset. You can edit the landscape to change the look of your island, or make sweeping changes to create something completely new, and then quickly play it in-game to check out the results. So even though you have access to tons of Fortnite content, with UEFN you can make content that looks nothing like Fortnite. This is a section from Forest Guardian, a tech demo built in UEFN that we are launching today. A big feature of UEFN is the ability to import your own custom assets. So we used a few 3D models, textures, and materials that we built just for the project. And all the lighting in the cave was made possible thanks to Lumen, our real-time global illumination system. You can also find more content like Quixel Megascans and Sketchfab models in our initial alpha release of the Fab plugin for UEFN. All assets are curated and optimized for use in Fortnite, and the full version of Fab will launch later this year. You can also create and modify materials, so you can change the look and feel of objects easily. And you can import skeletal meshes, and then animate using Sequencer and Control Rig. Everything you've just seen is available today in the public beta version of Unreal Editor for Fortnite.
Jakiś futurystyczny kurde ten Fortnite, czy co to jest?
I'm glad that went well. All right. Hey, folks. So let's talk about how all this was made. Michael here has the scene open in Unreal Editor so we can take a closer look. For the environment, we built this level using Quixel Megascan assets, many of which are available in the Fab UEFN plugin. We also used custom content that we built just for this demo. For the gameplay you just saw, we hand-placed enemies using a creative device called a guard spawner, which generates the aliens that you saw at specific locations. However, we wanted to do more and introduce dynamic play that goes beyond what the current creative devices can do. So to do this, we used our new programming language called Verse. So in this short section of code, every second we grab the position of the player, and for each spawn location, we then calculate the distance to the player, and if it's within a certain threshold, we tell that guard to spawn into the level. So now we have gameplay that's more reactive to the player's actions. This is just a short example of using Verse, but for a deeper dive, check out the Verse Tech Talk later today. Now, Michael is going to show us how we put the intro cinematic together.
Hi, everybody. So before the gameplay section, we played this quick cinematic animation. This was actually created entirely in UEFN using Sequencer. Sequencer is our multi-track editor, and it's been used in everything from in-game cinematics to Hollywood feature films. So let's take a look. Now all of this stuff is available right inside UEFN. So let's take a look at this last shot from a slightly different perspective. So the other thing we featured in this section was a bunch of Niagara. Niagara is now available in UEFN, and it's our high-end VFX system. So, and just like in the movies, you can frame up shots and have great effects. So what we're going to do here is just set this up. So just like in the movies, you can have slow-mo too. Makes everything better, right? So these are just a sampling of some of the stuff that you can do inside Sequencer. But let's get back to the game.
All right, so now that we're back in the game, in UEFN, you have access to Fortnite's time of day system. Or you could use what we did and do what we did and use a completely custom lighting solution. And thanks to Lumen, both daytime and nighttime look great. Now, let's go to the final gameplay section and let's close out the demo. But as a reminder, everything that you're seeing here was created in the same version of UEFN that we're releasing today.
I think I'm going to jump in here and help you, Ray.
I'm all for that.
Mówię, że Fortnite.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay. Okay. King Actor Legends Rise. Mobilka. Ewidentnie mobilka. War Robots. Kurde, 8-minutowy? O kurde.
You still owe $98,212 AU for repairs. Please settle the bill within 24 hours or your robot will be recycled. Always yours, Space Tech Corporation.
Raven, are you okay with being recycled?
That would be highly undesirable.
We need a job. A big one.
Contact from Tortuga Broker received. Corporate client. Task. Hacker pre-cataclysm databank. Risk level. Extreme.
Whoa! The broker sure knows us well. Woohoo!
In case of a data breach, the contract will be terminated.
Check, check, done.
Contract accepted. I recommend extra fire support for this mission. A pilot's life is
The priority, I know.
I would also suggest that...
I'll handle that, Raven. You can have a rest.
My apologies. I'm not equipped for this task. May I suggest... Good luck, Pilot Nessa.
Grey Swarm. Pięknie.
I'm approaching the main gate.
20 seconds until the gate closes.
I'll make it.
Movement.
How many of those ticks are there? Wow. I'm inside.
Understood. Receiving the password from the client.
Okay, let's dive in. Wow, this facility is not that abandoned after all.
No, takie jak na razie skomowe vibe. Dobra, może zaraz jeszcze pokażę gameplay.
There are records. Pilot names. I've met some of those folks and they all went off the grid a while ago. Did these robots belong to them? Oh, shell. What? What the heck is this? We don't have time! Come on, come on, come on!
Get it. Pilot threat detected. Deploying in 30 seconds.
Raven, abort! You cannot fight in this condition.
Overridden.
We need to repair you first.
Negative. A pilot's life is the priority. Pilot Nessa. I am experiencing joy as I look at you.
You're such an ass, Raven. I suppose we're giving those ticks a head start.
Do 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 do.
many more?
Counting.
I see. Too many.
Pilot Nessa, it was an honor to fight alongside you.
Well, I guess our road ends here.
Emergency attention in 5, 4. Safe landing, Pilot Nessa.
Biedny robocik. Ale że nie pokazywali bardziej ten... Mówię, mogliby jakiś gameplay puścić. World War 3, Fubar Mode Reveal. Fubu. U, 20 skirmisze jakieś. Okej. Give them hell. Okay. Sandstorm Operation 2, Tokyo. Mind's
You
Eye.
have no idea how this tech has affected my brain. This thing has ruined my life.
You want to know what the mind's eye really is?
It's activating. I know what I have to do.
Kurde, przypomina mi się jakiś film właśnie o czymś takim. Ciekawe. Teraz tylko nie pamiętam tytułu. Warhammer 40 Warpforge. The card game. Na PC-ta. Okej. Diablo 4. Forza Horizon 5. Apex Legends. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Another beautiful day in paradise. The sun is shining, the whatever those things are flying, and my ship, the Mirage à Trois, is ready to set sail for its maiden voyage. Who's excited?
Ktoś zamawiał grilla?
Seriously, anyone other than the robot?
Not likely.
All right, whatever. Enough vitamin me. Yo, DJ, do the DJ thing.
How unwarranted.
Sun Squad! Oh no!
You can't be overdressed or overarmed.
I guess cold ones after the game are off then.
Nothing like cold steel on a hot day.
Sun's out, guns out, baby! Hey, was I supposed to mention anything else? Heat wave?
Nunchako.
Everybody seen Ash?
You are more talkative than I anticipated.
Pięknie, pięknie. O. Tower of Fantasy. Okay.
The edge of the world is so far yet so close. The universe in every aspect. I have never witnessed this at the Celestial Gate before. Lord Suzaku, can we really stop the dusk?
Stop the dusk.
Dusk is existential for Domain 9. More people will keep up this fight in the future. You and I are definitely not alone on this path. So, even if the answer you seek still lies in the shadow, more information is always helpful. At least, we should leave a strong enough cornerstone for our successors.
Understood.
Nie ma to jak być parasolką. Gniową.
From Domain 9.
Z domeny 9. Okej. Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened.
Find reverence for the one and tremble.
Please, no more. Stop it. Watson, John, somebody
help me.
Awaken and let the world behold.
Let be whole again.
I think we best go back. You are not well, Sherlock.
The whirlwind. Stars so distant. The sun inverts. The earth, it becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
We are so small, inconsequential. A shadow in the dark.
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
Every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must end this.
A co to jest? World War 3? Okej. Dobra, jest git. Gdzie jesteś? Pokaż się! Kokada! Okej. Team Zero. Pięknie. Pięknie, pięknie. Co mamy dalej? Outbreak Island.
Months ago, I couldn't even imagine that I would end up here, and all this would happen to me. This freaking island can wipe out all of humanity, and I'm here to make things right. But first, it's time for dinner.
Tak jest, najpierw jedzonko.
What a mess. I hope there's finally something fresh on the menu tonight.
Siekane glizdy i kareluszki, co najwyżej.
Oh, here we go. Let there be light.
Jakaś zasłona, veil.
Enjoy your meal. So, how do I start my day on the island?
Ale ewidentnie widać, że to jakiś survival. Bo mamy wodę, żarcie, życie, staminę.
Normal person does. I love the smell of the forest in the morning. Nothing invigorates you better than a jog in the fresh air. Living my best life. On my way, I stop for groceries. A hearty and balanced breakfast is the foundation of a productive day. Usually, the selection is not too diverse, but sometimes you come across real delicacies. By the way, I cook breakfast for myself. I have to improvise, but it always turns out finger-licking good. Afterwards, I drive to work. You have no idea how wonderful life is without traffic jams. There I do my routine stuff. Trying my best not to get into any trouble. Finally, I'm home. You know, this is the only place where I truly feel safe. Sometimes I overdo it a bit, and then I need a small repair on myself. My insurance is expired, but the service here is not the best either. The day is coming to an end, and my faithful yellow friend and I are heading out to grab dinner. And here we are. The next link in this crazy food chain. Who's next?
Jakie wielkie szczury, kurde, nie? Okej. Resident Evil 4.
You're here looking for someone? Maybe some missing señorita?
Si, señor, si.
What's gonna happen to me?
Whoa.
Ready to die, rookie. No, this time it has to be different.
It has to be different. Yeah. The Mercenaries 3 DLC. The Crown of Wu.
Wu was long ago imprisoned for his past crimes. Wearing his crown corrupts the purest of hearts. Now, someone has stolen it and wants to destroy everything around it. We have to recover the crown of Wu.
Takie średnie bym powiedział. Takie średnie. A kogoś tak mocno nie zachęca giereczko? Witchfire.
Hi, my name is Karol Krok and I'm a designer at The Astronauts. In this video, I want to show you how spells work in Witchfire. The first thing to know is that we have two types of spells in the game. Light spells are quick, easy to execute and cost relatively small amounts of stamina. Heavy spells, as you can imagine, are slower to execute, and it takes longer for our witch hunter to regenerate before he can use one again. The heavy spell we are seeing here is a cursed phantom bell that you can ring up to 3 times with your bullets. Ringing the bell stuns all nearby minor enemies, and if repeated properly, it can stun even major enemies. The second thing to know about spells in Witchfire is that most of them are based on 4 core elements: water, earth, fire, and air.
Fire.
Each element has its
Light.
own unique property. For example, enemies set on fire receive more damage. On top of that, elements interact with each other in intuitive ways. Here, I attack an enemy with shock light spell. The damage and the elements spread to other nearby enemies. Now, I'll do the same thing again, but let me set enemy on fire with my shotgun. And now, there, as you can see, the bolts affecting nearby enemies were more powerful, and that is because the source enemy was burning, receiving more damage from my bullets. And these are the basics of the spell system in Witchfire. Spells are as important in the player arsenal as his weapons, and using both is the key to survival in the land of the witch. Thank you for watching, and do usłyszenia.
Do usłyszenia. What the fuck? Okay. Primordials, Legends, Hollow Hero. Okay.
Eridal, a world both beautiful and mysterious, is the birthplace of legends beyond our comprehension. My dearest daughter, these legends I share with you now are the key in the battles to come, and will shape the fate of Eridal's very soul. Brunt, it's time for your own legend to begin. One that will change the future of our home and our people. The primordial powers that came before have since been forgotten in the atrophy of time. Some believe these powers have been reborn. On your journey to seek the
Trochę zgodowory.
this power,
Copy-paste.
you will see the world
Ewidentnie.
as you have never seen it before, and uncover strength you did not know existed. I knew from the day I first found you that your connection to the world and its history was unique. So I took it upon myself to train you so you could fight and survive on your own. But it is you, Brunt, who must find the strength within yourself to protect all that you hold dear. Will you unlock this power? Will you become our hero?
I became the master of every power I receive.
The path ahead will show you who you really are, and the hero you could become, as you forge your own primordial legend.
Primordials Legends, Hollow Hero. Forge the legends and your destiny. Massima Chronicles. Okay.
You've harnessed your glove's power, and now you want to find me.
Gotta find Mama.
Mama.
You don't know what's making the miasma angry.
Miasma,
And it's
przepraszam.
spreading across America, twisting
Miasma
this
Chronicles.
once great nation into a lethal wasteland.
We gotta help these people.
Maybe in the future, you will break through the wall and find me. And if you do, maybe I will tell you my secret. The revelations must be earned.
Man of War 2. Multiplayer tech test. Synced. Okay. Crusher, Suppressor, Seer, Guardian. Oof. The last case of Benedict Fox.
Oh no. Fingers and heart. Blue with gold. None should die this way.
The last case. Judging by the surroundings, you're no ordinary duo. Fascinating.
He who seeks does not err. How did he keep this a secret? We're close, Benedict. Don't allow the guilt to drain your fortitude. Not all is lost yet. Find your way home, Benedict.
Find your own way. Shadow Gambit, the cursed crew.
The Inquisition has increased security at Iron Bay. We must find out what they're hiding. Aphia, assemble the crew.
Consider it done.
Sulidi, the ship doctor, can always provide a quick place to hide and send guards to their doom.
I'll trim their numbers.
Shipwright, Mr. Mercury, will have no problem getting past any fortress wall.
Back on top!
Our sharpshooter, Teresa La Ciega, can oversee operations from afar.
Judgment is at hand.
She may be blind, but she never misses.
Quite the shot, Teresa.
Canoness Gael will send anyone where they need to go quickly, if not quietly.
The landing could be a bit rough.
Toya, the ship cook, will serve up quick, elaborate deaths to those who stumble upon his magical charm.
A feast for my blade. Pinkers von Presswald, the quartermaster. He knows how to get into people's heads, but you'll never find his verbal hands doing any physical labor.
Such dirty business.
Our treasure hunter, Quentin Albers, may not have a head on his shoulders, but his gaze is always fixed on the prize.
Finders keepers.
And I, the Red Marley, am always watching, ready to provide another chance when things go wrong. Why fear failure when time is on your side? And with this crew, that treasure will be ours.
Dawać luty. Fort Solis.
I need to make contact with Solis.
Don't even risk the LTV in the storm.
Jack Leary responding to Fort Solis alarm. Is everything okay over there?
Be careful. I think something is off here.
Czerwona planeta?
Just how many people are in Solis?
Horrorek.
The system lists 6.
No, to mamy na liście.
There's an incident here.
An incident?
Ewidentnie horrorek.
What kind of incident?
I don't know.
Well, what the hell is going on there?
Ja.
Someone was down there with me. I'm heading back up to the surface level now.
You need to get out of there now!
I'm still in there!
Jack!
Jak to jest? Ravenbound. War Tales 1-0.
Stop bleeding at least, but we're out of bandages.
Perfect. No bandages, no wine, and we're eating rats for the month.
What was it again? Easy contract, easy money, right?
Soon these will be distant memories. We'll be rich. And
We're under attack! We gotta go!
The Expanse, a Trailery series. Kiedy właśnie to wychodzi? The Expanse.
When we began, we really focused on characters. We focused on figuring out who our protagonist was going to be. And then we wanted to lean into what the fantasy of The Expanse was. So we thought about things like zero-G, space travel, crew interaction.
Keep an eye out for trouble while you're setting up the containment bolts.
You ever cut anybody's head off, Exo? Back when you ran with DOS?
So we did pitch our idea to James S.A. Corey, and they, Ty and Dan, you know, the writers behind that pen name, were really excited by it. And they immediately started to improve on the idea that we brought to them with their own ideas that I won't spoil because they made it into the game. And they also really gave us the confidence to keep finding places in the canon that can be fleshed out more, where there has been storytelling, but there is space for more.
One of the most amazing things about working in The Expanse is that Ty and Daniel have essentially created a whole world that's rich and interesting and feels fresh, and that informed every aspect of development from the beginning.
There are 6 seasons of television, there are 9 books, and it was an enormous undertaking, and we loved it. It was such a wonderful deep dive into this beautifully crafted sci-fi world, and it was important to everybody on the team that we become not just fans, but experts in the world.
So one of the things that's like a big theme on The Expanse is tough choices, I feel like. People have to make tough choices all the time because space is dangerous and tough things are happening all the time, and I feel like we've definitely incorporated that into the game. It helps you feel like you're on an episode of The Expanse, right? But you're the main character, you're the one making those choices.
If you're watching the show, you have a very diverse crew that's on the Rocinante, and what was interesting about that were the clashing perspectives. And when we were developing characters, we wanted to maintain that same idea of characters from different backgrounds that all kind of have something in their past they don't really want to talk about at the beginning, and as they go through and you get to know these characters, you get to find out where they're from and what they've been through.
So with Deck 9 as the developer, Telltale as the video game publisher, and Alcon as the kind of IP holder, we found that we had a really just thorough group of fans.
Honestly, the collaboration was effortless. The passion that everyone has for telling excellent stories shone through immediately. And you could tell from the beginning of the work that we had something really special going on.
Creating a video game is extremely challenging. There are a lot of parties that need to bring something together that looks like it's made by one person, but really it's made by a lot of people. We could run the story by Alcon and get thoughts and perspective from people that made the show, and it allowed us to make something that was authentic to the Expanse universe. And Telltale also has their perspectives on things, and working with those two was a great collaboration because we could explore things that we hadn't really done before. We're adding new types of gameplay. We're talking about things that Telltale games have done in the past that have inspired us, and really getting to talk with other experts in the field about how this stuff works and going through it has been a big and fun part of how we develop this game.
This is the greatest score any scavenger has ever come across. How could you possibly know that? I've been at this a long time. When there's a treasure this big, I make it my business to know about it.
Decyzje, ale ludziska. Na ten odcineczek to tyle, jak zwykle ode mnie, także zapraszam serdecznie na kolejne odcineczki. Dzięki wielkie i trzymajcie się. Hej.